Hey, everybody. Honk, honk. Woo. Hey, welcome to Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Hey, it's your boy Rob. And I kept forgetting to show this. So we had picked up this trailer at the local miniature train shop. And then there's the old style cab that I ordered online. And I never got around to showing this, so it's been a long time. So that's pretty cool. HO scale. A little truck. Only was able to find it in one place. Even the company that sold this stuff didn't have it, but there you go. Eastbound down, loaded up and trucking, folks, on old style classics baseball cards. Hey, so that's pretty neat, and hobbies and other things. So thanks for watching old style classics baseball cards. Perfect fit for my channel. And I used to love playing with model trains and all that when I was younger. So I figured I'd show that right away. Alright, so please subscribe, like, leave a message, and all that other stuff if you wouldn't mind. So today on Old Style Classics Baseball Cards, sorry about my voice, had a bit of a acid issue. Anyway, so my voice is kind of raw. But we did the Old Style Classics Cracker Jack cards 1993 set that I really wanted to do. Did the long video, did a shorter video about half as long. And so now we're going to get to kind of out of the way more than anything. I like these cards. They're cool, but not as cool as those 93s. And I don't particularly like them as much as the ones that I want to get to, which are the 2000 stuff. And I'm not talking about tops in the sense of like a regular baseball card set. But so today on Old Style Classics baseball cards, just a few shout outs. Some people left some comments. Don't think really watched the videos all the way through, but that's okay. Let's see, 17 hours ago, Collector's Dream Orlando posted a cool set on that short version of my 93 short version of the Cracker Jack cards. So thank you, Orlando. Appreciate it. Cloudsy420 UFC cards and random crap. Commented, very cool, bud. Thanks for sharing. Have a great week. You too, Cloudsy. And TCB commented again, taking care of business. Oh man. Really cool, awesome. Ross St. Brown, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. Have a great rest of your weekend. So that was on that other video that I did with me just opening some packs. So I didn't know who he was, but yeah, I did look him up on Google, and I believe that 101, something equivalent to it's going for about $40. Unsigned proof 101. So that's what we got there. So thanks you guys for commenting. Alright, please send anyone else my way who could subscribe. We're just shy of 100 subscribers. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we are going to do some more Cracker Jack. So there you go. This is the way that these came. 91, 92, and 93 all came in this little wrapper thing. Now this one's all busted up. I mean, it's not busted, it's just not sticking anymore. And you got the little Topps card for the first set that they did. And then the next year they did Dunross. And then after that, they did the ones that I showed. So they did Modern Set 91, Modern Set 92, and then a Tribute Set 93. So that's what we're going to be showing you today. But before they did any of that, once again, they did this Cracker Jack little set here in 1982 at this old timers game, and it was for charity, and that was Borden. This was done by Topps. So if you're at this game or you had a send away or something, you can get this, and I've showed this before. So we'll just quickly go through this. These are from Topps. Came in this panel. You can cut them out. You can find those on eBay cut out, even graded. So there's the National League guys, Ernie Banks and all them. Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. Of course, not a huge fan of the little Cracker Jacks on the cards, but still a neat little set. So Cracker Jack getting back into doing baseball cards, but more as a special event kind of thing. That's the National League one. I'll set that aside. These are 1982 American League panel. And there you go. You got Mickey Mantle, K-Line there, Harmon Killebrew, Brooks Robinson, Whitey Ford, and of course the advertisement on both. So we'll give you a chance. Look at that Mickey Mantle if you guys like that. Got these a couple months ago, so finally something that wasn't just a month ago. Got these off of eBay, and they're pretty cool. I always thought that these were cut out and put in the boxes of Cracker Jack like these other cards we're going to look at, but apparently they weren't. So this was the whole thing that they were involved in here. Alright, so don't want to spend too much time on that. We showed this before, but wanted to go ahead and give you guys a heads up. Alright, so now we are going to move to 1991. Now, this was right in my wheelhouse from about 87 to maybe 93-ish or somewhere in that ballpark, pun intended, that I was going up and down every aisle at the grocery stores looking for any Oddball product issue cards. And I think my brother probably found out about these before me, and so I started buying them, but he probably gave me a couple, and then the rest of them I picked up. So this gives you about an idea of how many I purchased. And there are some that aren't that are unopened. You know me, I kind of like to save some of the packaging, and I knew these weren't going to be too super expensive or anything like that, so I kept some in the little wrapper that I showed you. But let's go ahead and look at this 91. These were done by Topps for Borden, and that is a little Cracker Jack card, and it's that 40th anniversary of Topps. Sorry folks, having a little trouble seeing with my glasses here. Let's zoom in on this a little more. Since these cards are so small, I don't need to keep it so far back. I don't think they're in any particular order, but this is Series 1. So on the Topps one, Series 1 doesn't say Series 1, but I believe it's the first 18 cards. And there's Mark Langston. So cool stuff. The same exact image on the full-size card. Which these are standard cards. You know, this little black border here. That's standard baseball card size. So that's the size of these. As opposed to this is what an original Cracker Jack card from 1914 or 15. The size of them would have been this size. So this is one of the Topps 2000s. And not to get confused, not with Hobby Set. We got some Cracker Jack product issue stuff they did in the 2000s, so I can't wait to show you guys. Alright, so there's the size of a card, probably about half the size of a tobacco mini. But anyway, so there you go, Mark Langston. So I'll set this aside. There's a pretty good number of Hall of Famers in here. The Big Honk, Frank Thomas, more like the Big Hurt. You mean the Big Hunk. Gotta do it every single time, people. It's just the way it is. Alright, let's see if we can get this lined up there. Alright, there you go, Hall of Famer Frank Thomas. These, of course, are 1991s. And as you can see there, it's second series as opposed to series 1. Whoop. Okay, I can have it. Alright, folks. I have to get out the old just alright, so second series it says up there. It doesn't say anything on this one, but as you can see, 1991 Borden and the Topps Company. So there you go. It's the difference between the two. The Players Association, MLB, and all that paid for the licensing. So there's you, Hall of Famer. Alright. Set those aside. Showed you this card that I really like. This one, of course, my cubby, Mark Grace. But it's got that pinched edge there. So that got caught up in the sealing machine as they were sealing that card up. But I like that because it's shows that this card was circulated. And you could get uncut cards, which I have the Andre Dawson, which I'll show you in a minute, where there's 4 different cards on a regular size card that I guess they would cut up, so that's how they did it. They must have did sheets of these cards, and they printed it, so this is 1/4 of a regular card. And so 4 of these cards would make up 1 card, then they would cut it out. So they must have did it something like this somehow. And they do have some uncut versions out there. But anyways, there's Mark Grace. So same image as the regular Topps set that year. And the micro Topps is the micro Topps are about yay big. And so Mark Grace, 24 of 36. I'll get that just right. Just a little minimal information on there. Alright. Kevin Mitchell, Giants fans. Series 1. Chuck Finley, Angels, second series. Kind of like the second series color on the back a little better. Talking about Chuck pitching at Wrigley Field, and they even did these all-star ones in there. Still part of the 36 card set, but that's neat that they did a couple of the all-stars. There's Bobby Bonilla. So still 15 of 36. So it's just kind of a highlight of probably who was big in 1990. So they picked the 36 cards that they thought would be the best fit to represent the 1990 season for their 91 set, which is pretty much how Oddball product issues all work during the 80s and 90s. But they even do cool ones like this landscape card, Hall of Famer Carlton Fisk, playing for the White Sox there. So, Hall of Famer, number 2 of 36. So, I don't know how they did this. I don't know how this is the second series. Maybe there was 2 sets of 36. Unless they did the even numbers as Series 1 and the Series 2 and the odd numbers as Series 1. I don't know. I have to keep our eyes peeled to see if that holds true. There you go. Roberto Kelly for Yankees fans. 16. Alright, Series 2. And Ron Gant, 19, so that doesn't hold up. So maybe there was two sets of 36 people. I didn't bother to look it up. So that's cool. Maybe there's more to be had. Alright, so that's the ones that I picked up on my own. Except for number one, there's the Andre Dawson uncut card. Brett Saberhagen, Sean Dunston, and Eric Anthony. So these came in a card like this. So I guess they cut it in 4. That's what you would get. And so along with the regular Andre Dawson there. And as you can see, there's the micro cards, which was the top set that year. So it's bigger than the micro card, because the micro card is the regular stats back, as opposed to the Cracker Jack back. And just to show you, there's the Dunross, so that's the next one we're getting to, 92. I do have the Dunross. I guess they wanted to save money, so they went with Dunross. Very similar backs. 2 series, 6 of 36. So Cracker Jack, trademark of Borden for Leaf. So they even did the logos and everything that year. And 7-Eleven card there. Alright, so let me get this. Hold on a second. Alright, folks. So now we're going to move on to the Dunross 1992. Now, technically, each one of these could get its own video. Maybe someday I will. But I just want to kind of do these to get them out of the way. I just got this little stack, so I wasn't getting as many, obviously, in 92. So my collecting was kind of petering out there. It was just after high school when I had other things to do. Moved in to an apartment, had job issues and all that, just being out of high school, and money wasn't abundant, so I didn't pick up as much stuff. So these tops and the Dunross ones I didn't get nearly as much. So there you go, Ricky Henderson, Hall of Famer. He's from Chicago. There you go. Cousins used to really collect Ricky Henderson. Then the Don Mattingly, I believe we showed that already. There you go, Series 1. So on these ones, it actually says Series 1 and Series 2. As opposed to the tops, it just said Series 2, or you just knew the other one wasn't. Alright. Here's a good picture for the the Braves' big years there. Steve Avery, one of their rotation guys. And then, whoops, of course, Cecil Fielder. So I just figured they probably went to Dunross because it was a little cheaper probably for them to do that than tops. You get these chipping issues with Dunross, but that's not a big surprise considering the era. So, not a big surprise. Didn't get a whole lot. Like I said, I know exactly what was going on in my life then. But when I went back to Albuquerque last time, I did stop at the card store right by my in-laws' house, and they were selling this jewel case of Cracker Jack cards with these also in here. And I looked through all of these, and these are all the Dunross. Not complete set, but every single one of these little packs is one of these 92 Dunross. So to show you the loose ones that we picked up, I wanted to keep separate so that I would know which ones were mine and which ones I'd picked up at another time. So we're going to start off with the big one. They had this in the little plastic wrapper there, the Nolan Ryan, but there was 2 of them, I believe, in here. Maybe not. But there's Nolan Ryan. Not going to take that out because Don't want to mess with the tape. Alright, we'll probably zip through these a little bit. Steve Avery, we're already seen. Kelly Gruber. Hard to hold on to these folks. Alright, there we go. Cubby, Lance Dixon. I never even heard of him. I don't remember him. And I'm a Cubs fans, folks. But, like I said, I was busy doing other things. Robin Yount, there we go. Hall of Famer, Robin Yount. Series 1. Brett Butler. I just love the Cracker Jack cards. I love getting stuff in Cracker Jack. Sucks that you can't get anything anymore. Sandy Alomar, there you go. That's a good one. Pretty good shape. I like that these are circulated. They came out of actual Cracker Jack boxes. Cal Ripken Jr. there, Hall of Famer. Alright, that's pretty sweet. Like my Andre Dawson's over there. If you're a big collector of these guys, a Will Clark collector, you want to have this because this is playing days cards. And they're super cool. A little Cracker Jack logo there. Cracker Jack and Bingo. That's the dog's name. Alright, Roger Clemens. That would have been a good one back in the day. Not as valuable as it could be, but we know why. Alright, West Chamberlain, so guess he didn't take off. Got two of him. We got two of these. Barry Larkin, so there you go. Mr. Barry Larkin times 2. Brian McRae. There we go, another Hall of Famer, Pudge Rodriguez. Yvonne Rodriguez. We picked up a autograph card of him from Topps Clearly Authentic just about 6 months ago. Kent Herbeck. He was a big time player for the old Twins back then. The old hefty bag dome. Good old Kent Herbeck. Alright, we got a couple Todd Zeals. The Cardinals, they beat my Cubs again. Cubs are not doing good this week. I think we won one game and lost all the other ones. From Van Nuys, California, and Valencia. Another one. Alright. Hal Morris. So, I'm not familiar with him. Kind of maybe sounds familiar. Alright, folks. Just a second. One more card to go. Alright, with the throwback uniform, that's sweet. Robin Ventura for the White Sox there. So that's probably one of the cooler cards in the set. I love that old school White Sox uniform, even though I don't like the White Sox. But hey, there you go. Shaka's Closet. As the White Sox fan that I know. And there you go. That's pretty sweet. Nice. Robin Ventura. So, alright, folks. So there's the 92s loose cards that I have now. And as I said, got some of those from this little set that they were selling in Albuquerque. And so this is the way they would come in the box of Cracker Jack. And these ones here have the name showing. Like Brian McRae, Ramon Martinez, Robin Yount. So we got those. So a stack of these, all with the name showing on the back. You can see right through there. So that little stack there. And then this stack here has the image shown on the front. So you can see, look through and see who that card is. That's how I'm able to tell these are all the Dunross ones. And I don't know, I think I paid $6 or $7 for this whole little thing of Cracker Jacks in Albuquerque, because I love the Cracker Jack sets and I love unopened stuff like that, especially when it's oddball product issue stuff. Alright folks, so hang on just a second, let me switch this. So here's something the All-Star Baseball history is collect illustrated prizes and specially marked packs of Cracker Jack. So this is one of the sets of the stuff from the 2000s. I'm excited to show you guys, that's why I want to get through this video. But this advertisement card came in the Topps set of Cracker Jack. So Topps did an actual 2 years hobby box complete sets of Cracker Jack themed cards, but they weren't available in Cracker Jack, but they did advertise it, and that's where these couple cards came from. I'll do my Topps Cracker Jack stuff, the sets. I don't have complete sets, but what cards I do have some other day, but I haven't dug those out. But I do have these two relics. And so this is 2004 Troy Gloss, and then there's the 2005, much more attractive card of that old style classic look to that. And as you can see, these are the size of what a regular Cracker Jack card would have been, like 1914-15. Alright, and so that, people, would lead into the previous video that I just did, which is the 1993 Cracker Jack cards that they did. But we already went over this in 2 videos. But so after the Dunross, it would have been this set. So they just did a tribute set to the original ones, so they can dump Topps and Dunross and probably do a cheaper to just do reimagining, whatever you want to call it, of their original set. It's a 24 card set. They took the top cards that they thought, as you can see, the backs are totally different than original Cracker Jacks. So there you go, Ty Cobb and all that. And then there's the second half. And this little Cracker Jack ball players you can send away for this album. I don't know if the cards came with it or not. I got this off eBay about 10 years ago. So there's the other set. So they did 3 sets at 3 years in a row of sets of cards. Now I do believe they did some stuff like in '98, but it was more like stickers, like Mark McGwire autograph, like it would be a sticker about yay big and it would say Mark McGwire with a baseball and a bat or something on it. So this little set was the 3rd in a row that Cracker Jack did back then, and that was just epic. It was during the boom era of cards. And then of course with that premium you got this, the ball player's little photo pamphlet with the stats of the players. So you can go through and watch the last couple videos to see more detail of this set. But this is my favorite of these Cracker Jack sets. Just epically beautiful. Alright, so now we got the 82 through 93 cards out of the way. And like I said, we showed these. We'll get to these when we just do some of the regular top stuff. But now after this, I can move on to showing you some of these other things that are in this stuff that I've picked up over the years for Cracker Jack. Some of these are just some of these, like Dunross and Tops and stuff. But these other ones are going to be specific different sets that the little card was advertising is one of them. So some of the stuff in here is going to be like this. And then they did a couple other ones. And then I do have a couple of stickers and stuff to show you guys. So we got the Tops, Dunross, and ball player sets out of the way. So next I can move on to showing you guys some of those really oddball Cracker Jack cards that you wouldn't have any idea about probably. If you weren't keeping your eyes peeled for this stuff. So there we go. Pick this stuff up on eBay. Probably easier to just buy a complete set than to pay up for each card. Don't expect good centering. Expect chipping and staining and all that, because that's just how they were. They came in the packs, and that's boxes of Cracker Jack, and I dig that. So hey people, thanks for watching Old Style Classics Baseball Cards. Please like and subscribe and share this with other people, and let's see if we can get me up to 100 subscribers hopefully this week. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see any more of these specifically, let me know. Or if there's something in your set that's missing, you know, reach out and see if I have it. Alright, thanks everybody. Cool stuff. I love it. I just love these things, people. That's just right up my alley. I love product issue stuff. And these Cracker Jacks were one of my favorites because they were consistent for year after year. You know, right now 3 years doesn't seem like much, but go back to when you were a teenager, and 3 years was like a quarter of your lifetime. It felt like it. And, you know, 3 years took forever, and so it was nice to go to the store and be able to pick this stuff up. Super fan of that. Hey, I hope you guys like that. Thanks for watching Old Style Classics. Have a good Memorial Day, and thank you to all the veterans. Excuse me. Thank you to my grandpa, my dad, my father-in-law, and everyone else who's served. We remember you. And thank you to my mom. It's the first year without her, and I remember you as well. Alright, take care everybody. Bye.